Have you ever wondered what happens to places when the people who once filled them with life suddenly vanish? Imagine wandering through crumbling hospitals, deserted towns, and decaying castles where time seems to have stood still. These abandoned places are not just remnants of the past. They are stories etched in stone and steel, waiting to be told. Join us as we explore the top 10 most spine-chilling abandoned places in Europe. Beware, this journey is not for the faint-hearted. At number 10, Pripyat, Ukraine. No list of abandoned places is complete without mentioning Pripyat, the ghost town of Chernobyl. Once a thriving city built to house the workers of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant, Pripyat was evacuated in 1986 following the catastrophic reactor meltdown. Today, it stands frozen in time, a haunting reminder of the nuclear disaster. Buildings decay, nature reclaims the streets, and personal belongings lie scattered, as if waiting for their owners to return. The eerie silence is punctuated only by the distant creak of rusting swings in the deserted amusement park, making Pripyat a profoundly unsettling place. Number 9 is Belitz Heilstätten Hospital, Germany. Once a state-of-the-art sanatorium, Belitz Heilstätten is now one of Germany's creepiest abandoned sites. Built in the late 19th century, the sprawling complex served as a military hospital during both World Wars, even treating a young Adolf Hitler. After the fall of the Berlin Wall, it was left to the ravages of time. The hospital's decaying wards, lined with peeling paint and rusting beds, are said to be haunted by the spirits of soldiers and patients who died within its walls. The surgical theaters and old, forgotten medical equipment add an extra layer of foreboding to this already chilling location. At 8, we have Varosha, Cyprus. Once a luxury resort destination, Varosha is now a fenced-off ghost town. Located in Famagusta, Cyprus, this area was abandoned in 1974 during the Turkish invasion. What was once a glamorous seaside town, frequented by celebrities like Elizabeth Taylor and Brigitte Bardot, now lies in ruins. Hotels and shops, once bustling with activity, are now decrepit and overgrown. The eerie silence of Varosha, coupled with its tragic history, makes it one of the most haunting places on the island. The crumbling infrastructure and the omnipresent signs of sudden abandonment give it a post-apocalyptic feel. Before we continue with the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel as it really helps me out. Now back to the video. Number 7, Poveglia Island, Italy. Located in the Venetian lagoon, Poveglia Island has a dark and sinister history that makes it one of the most haunted places in Europe. Used as a quarantine station during the Black Plague and later as an insane asylum, Poveglia has seen more than its fair share of suffering. The island was abandoned in 1968, and it has been off-limits to the public ever since. Those who have dared to visit report hearing whispers, screams, and footsteps echoing through the deserted buildings. The dilapidated hospital, with its decaying walls and rusting equipment, stands as a chilling testament to the island's dark past. At 6, the Monsell Sea Forts, England. Rising ominously from the waters of the Thames estuary, the Monsell Sea Forts are a series of abandoned fortifications built during World War II. These towering structures, resembling alien invaders, were designed to defend against German air raids and naval mines. Abandoned after the war, they now stand as rusting relics of a bygone era. Accessible only by boat, the fort's interiors are dark, damp, and filled with decaying machinery and graffiti. The creaking metal and the relentless waves crashing against their bases create an atmosphere of unease and isolation. At number 5, Craco, Italy. Perched precariously on a hilltop in southern Italy, Craco is a medieval village that has been abandoned since the 1960s. Frequent landslides and a devastating earthquake in 1980 forced residents to leave, turning Craco into a ghost town. The crumbling buildings and narrow, winding streets now stand empty, slowly succumbing to the forces of nature. The village's ancient stone houses, with their dark, empty windows, seem to watch over the deserted streets, adding to the sense of desolation. Craco's haunting beauty has made it a popular location for films, but its eerie silence and sense of abandonment remain undisturbed.
At 4, Oradour-sur-Glane, France.
Oradour-sur-Glane is not just an abandoned village. It is a war memorial frozen in time. On June 10, 1944, the village was the site of a brutal massacre by German SS troops, resulting in the deaths of 642 inhabitants. The village was left as it was, as a permanent memorial to the victims. Walking through Oradour-sur-Glane today, one can still see burnt-out cars, bullet-riddled walls, and rusting bicycles, left exactly where they were 80 years ago. The silence and the preserved ruins serve as a poignant and chilling reminder of the horrors of war.
Trois Châteaux Miranda, Belgium.
Built in the 19th century, Château Miranda was once a grandiose castle used as an orphanage and later as a holiday camp for children. Abandoned since the 1990s, this neo-Gothic mansion has fallen into a state of disrepair. The castle's pointed towers, crumbling staircases, and empty halls create an atmosphere of eerie grandeur. Legend has it that the castle is haunted by the ghosts of children who once lived there. The combination of its dilapidated state and ghostly tales makes Château Miranda a truly spooky destination. 2. The ghost village of Kayaköy, Turkey. Nestled in the hills of southwestern Turkey, the ghost village of Kayaköy was abandoned during the population exchange between Greece and Turkey in 1923. The stone houses, churches, and schools now stand empty, slowly crumbling away. The village's narrow streets, overgrown with vegetation, create a hauntingly beautiful scene. The silence is palpable, broken only by the occasional chirping of birds. Kayaköy's haunting beauty and its poignant history make it a captivating and eerie destination. At number 1, Bezludza Monument, Bulgaria. The Bezludza Monument, a colossal UFO-like structure, stands abandoned in the Balkan Mountains of Bulgaria. Built in 1981 as the headquarters of the Bulgarian Communist Party, this futuristic building was left to decay after the fall of communism. The monument's brutalist architecture, adorned with socialist murals, is now covered in graffiti and decay. The interior, with its vast, empty halls and broken windows, exudes an air of desolation and forgotten grandeur. The howling wind and the creaking of metal add to the sense of abandonment and eeriness. These abandoned places, each with its own unique story, offer a glimpse into the past and a sobering reminder of the impermanence of human endeavors. Whether you are an urban explorer, a history enthusiast, or simply someone who enjoys the thrill of the unknown, these sites are sure to leave a lasting impression. So, pack your gear, steel your nerves, and venture into the eerie and fascinating world of Europe's abandoned places.